How's the audio? Good?
Everything sounds good on my end, and we're ready whenever you are, Councilmember.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And let me gavel down. Okay. Anyway, good morning. I'm Councilmember Anita Bonds, Chairperson of the Committee on Housing and Executive Administration. The time is 10:15 a.m. on Thursday, October 13th, 2022. This additional committee meeting, which is being held virtually via Zoom, is also streaming live to the committee's YouTube channel, HEA Committee. I'm calling to order this additional meeting of the committee to mark up the following measures. Bill 24-0934. Let's see, I think I skipped one. I'm sorry. I'm calling, Condominium Warranty Claims Clarification Amendment Act of 2022. PR 24-0776. The District of Columbia Housing Finance Agency Board of Directors, Brian Scotty Irving Confirmation Resolution of 2022. PR 777, District of Columbia Housing Finance Agency Board of Directors, Heather Howard Confirmation Resolution of 2022, and PR 24-778, District of Columbia Housing Finance Agency Board of Directors, Stanley Jackson Confirmation Resolution of 2022. And we will first consider the condominium warranty bill, and then we will move to the Housing Finance Agency nominees. The Condo Warranty Claims Clarification Amendment Act of 2022 was introduced by myself, along with Council members Nadeau, Henderson, Lewis George, McDuffie, Gray, Shea, and Chairman Mendelson on July 11th, 2022. The committee held a public hearing on the bill on September 22nd, 2022. The warranty claims process has been a topic of council concern for many years and has received heightened attention due to the growing number of condominium developments and conversion projects since 2017. In fact, there have been almost 1,500 newly registered condominiums in the district. Although condominium developers are required to post a bond with the Department of Housing and Community Development in the amount of 10% of the construction or renovation costs, the agency has historically lacked the resources and legislative guidance to responsibly administer the law. Ambiguities in the current law have created, several issues for unit owners, unit owner associations, and developers seeking to address structural defects. These issues include the possibility for developers to complete a project and convey units without posting the bond, because of the lack of a clear process for posting the bond and the absence of a uniform tracking system. Frequent underestimation of the amount of the required bond. Long delays if the parties are unable to negotiate a resolution because of the lack of defined timelines regarding the warranty claims process and the lack of opportunity to appeal. The lack of financial support for low-income homeowners who are unable to afford the engineering and attorney fees necessary to resolve a claim, and the lack of enforcement mechanisms to ensure compliance. At the committee's public hearing, I heard heartbreaking testimony from new homeowners like Alexis Blanc, who had been trying to address the structural defects in her building for over 6 years, and whose association had incurred over $400,000 in debt during this process. Ms. Blanc was completely failed by our current law. After she could not negotiate resolution with the developer, she was unable to successfully navigate our warranty claims process, in part because the developer had failed to post the warranty bond prior to sale. In September 2020, the council passed emergency and temporary legislation which sought to address some of these issues. These measures, the last of which expired in January 2021, empowered the agency to create a revised warranty claims process with some deadlines and notice requirements, an opportunity for appeal to the Office of Administrative Hearings, and clear circumstances for release of the warranty security funds. Under this revised process, the number of pending claims with the agency has been cut in half. The bill before us today codifies the agency's revised process and makes further changes to address unresolved issues. Some of the most significant provisions include expanding the definition of structural defect to include certain violations of district building codes that harm health and safety, establishing a clear process for posting the warranty security payment, and a clear requirement to provide notice to new unit owners and associations, establishing clear notice requirements and deadlines for filing, resolving, and appealing a claim on the warranty security payment, establishing a fund to provide financial assistance to eligible homeowners, and clarifying that the prevailing party in a lawsuit is entitled to attorney fees, and requiring the mayor to maintain publicly accessible online records of the warranty security amounts and the form of security payment for each condominium project, and establishing punishments for knowing or reckless violation of the law. These changes to the current law are essential to ensuring the condominium purchaser, particularly first-time home buyers, are protected against the full range of damages that might arise from development or conversion projects. Importantly, this bill makes it clear that it is the developer's responsibility to address any structural defects, and that the warranty claims process is only a last resort. The process established by the bill is designed to encourage the parties to negotiate a resolution, but also to empower the agency and the district as a whole to effectively resolve any disputed claims. And so at this time, I want to pause and officially recognize my colleagues who have joined us and ask if there is any discussion. All right, hearing none, without objection, I will move the committee report and print for Bill 24-0934 with leave for staff to make any necessary technical changes. All those in favor, would you signify with the sign of aye?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, I will transmit to the committee of the whole. We have affirmatively voted to pass this measure forward. And thank you all. The Housing Finance Agency Board of Directors confirmations we will review now. The Housing Finance Agency was established in 1979 as a corporate body with a legal existence separate from the district government to stimulate and expand home ownership and rental housing opportunities for low and moderate income families. Through its multifamily division, the agency issues taxable and tax-exempt mortgage revenue bonds to lower the cost of financing affordable multifamily housing developments. It also works with the Department of Housing and Community Development to issue 4% low-income housing tax credits and invest directly in the creation of new housing units through the Housing Investment Platform. Through its single-family programs, the Housing Finance Agency administers home ownership assistance, such as the Home Purchase Assistance Program, DC Open Doors, and the REMIT program. Our first nominee, Mr. Brian Scotty Irvin, was nominated by Mayor Bowser for reappointment as a member of the Housing Finance Agency Board of Directors with experience in home building, real estate, architecture, and planning for a term to end June 28, 2023. Mr. Irving is the owner and founder of Blue Sky Construction and Development, and he has served as a member of this board for the past 6 years. Mr. Irving has over 16 years of residential and commercial construction and development experience, and it utilizes his expertise to oversee the successful development of thousands of affordable units across the district and has served more than 700,000 residents in this role. Our second nominee is Ms. Heather Howard. She was nominated by the mayor for reappointment as a member of the Housing Finance Board of Directors with experience in home building, real estate, architecture, planning for a term to end June 28, 2023. Ms. Howard is Vice President of Development at FD Stonewater, a real estate brokerage, development, investment, and advisory firm. She has served as a member of the Housing Finance Agency Board of Directors since 2019. Ms. Howard has 16 years of experience as a commercial real estate developer and has managed new construction, base building renovations, and tenant improvements for more than 3 million square feet of space, totaling more than $800 million. Our third and final nominee, Mr. Stanley Jackson, was nominated by Mayor Bowser for reappointment as a member of the Housing Finance Agency Board of Directors, representing community or consumer interests for a term to end on June 28, 2023. Mr. Jackson was first appointed to the Housing Finance Agency Board of Directors in 2012 and has served continuously since 2016. He is president and CEO of the Anacostia Economic Development Corporation, a leading and progressive DC nonprofit economic development organization. Mr. Jackson has over 3 decades of housing and economic development experience service in key public, private, and nonprofit leadership roles. During his tenure with the district government, he directed the district's participation in development of over 6,700 units of newly constructed and rehabilitated affordable housing for seniors, special needs, and very low to moderate income district residents. Confirming these incumbent nominees to the Board of Directors for the Housing Finance Agency is an important part of the due diligence to ensure that our agencies are operating at full capacity and with proper oversight. Based on each nominee's background, expertise, and successful tenure on the Housing Finance Agency's Board of Directors, I recommend approval of these confirmations, and I'll turn to my colleagues in the event they would like to make some comment. All right, Councilwoman Pinto.
Thank you so much, Chairwoman Bonds. The Housing Finance Agency offers a really strong tool for our city to provide opportunities for home ownership and rental housing for low to middle income district residents. And accordingly, their actions, projects, and board members must be held to the highest standard of integrity, experience, and transparency. And in light of the recent HUD report outlining major failings of DCHA and highlighting concerns around procurement and decision-making in particular, it is even more imperative that we ensure that all of our agencies have processes in place to allow for transparency and to eliminate conflicts of interest. So I will be supporting these nominees today, and I look forward to continuing to press the agency and work in partnership with the agency to ensure that it has the tools necessary to carry out its mission and the structure necessary to ensure accountability for the public. So I look forward to working with these nominees on that mission moving forward. You're on mute, Chair Bonds.
excuse me, please. We will move forward. I'll ask all those in favor, would you signify with the sign of aye?
Aye.
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 All right, okay. I will move this measure forward, indicating we had a unanimous support for the nominees. This concludes today's additional committee meeting. With that, the time is now 10:30 p.m. and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for attending today, and have a good rest of the day for everyone.